Joining us now on the program is Terri Gianetti from the Optimist Club of West Bloomfield to tell us even more. Terri, thank you for being with us.
Hi, how are you this morning?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Good, thanks. Looking forward to this talk.
Yeah, glad to talk to you about this because we often bring up Optimist Club events going on or fundraisers going on, and we know a little bit about this community that's grown in greater West Bloomfield, and specifically this one in West Bloomfield Township to help our kids. But from your perspective as a member of this, why should people in our local area be interested or consider getting involved with their local Optimist Club?
It's a great opportunity. If you have just a smidgen of time to come to the meetings and then choose the activities that you want to help with, it gives it doesn't give just the community something, it gives us something, because it makes you feel so good when you see the smiles on the kids' faces and the parents' faces. And we do all kinds of things to get them involved. And I highly recommend that you join one of our meetings, one of our breakfast meetings, and get to know us. We have a lot of fun together and work hard.
And it's all about optimism. It's about a bright, sunny outlook on life and on our community. But that's really not necessarily the big focal point behind this club or behind this group. It's the impact of those actions you talked about, that community involvement. Right. So take us through that. What does that look like to ultimately bring that optimism out to the community?
Well, one of the things that we believe in is we don't know what anybody else is going through, and so it's really important to be kind to as many people as possible, and to build that community, and not ask for anything back, but to have the enthusiasm to help out and provide things for the kids and the parents. And the optimism itself, again, I'm going to say it brings personally a good feeling that you're doing something that matters.
How does that ultimately get back to the kids? Because we know that this is all about supporting the kids in our community.
For example, the other day we worked at the Kids Commotion, and we tried to get food and things that they'll like to buy, but we also had free puzzles that we were giving away. Now, to be honest, these were older puzzles that I gathered and that we put out for anybody to take. The look on these kids' smiles and the comments that you heard back, wow, we're getting a free puzzle. This was just to get rid of some puzzles and give them to kids. And you can hear the comments back. And now I'm going to go out and gather more puzzles, because it was just something that we did as a quirk. And it turned out to be so, the kids and the parents were so grateful. And isn't that what the world should be about? Kindness, the gratefulness. All those things also make an impact on us in our own anxiety. I've been reading a number of articles about that, and it affects, when we do something, it affects how we can almost get rid of some of our anxiety by doing something for someone else.
So let's go back to the beginning of your journey with the Optimist Club. What prompted you to consider giving your time to this organization?
One, I didn't know anything about it at first, and that's what happens. Most people, what are you? And that makes sense. And our vision is to help kids. But the first Optimist Club I joined was in Keego Harbor when I became principal of Abbott Middle School. And I just loved it. And then we left for a few years to go overseas. And when we came back, I decided that I needed to rejoin an Optimist Club, and the Optimist Club asked me to present, and everything good about what had happened in Keego came right back to me. And I decided that it was important for me to give my time in this club. You can spend your time in a lot of things, and whatever makes you feel good and whatever good you can do for others. But being an optimist, you hear that glass is half empty. No, it's not. it's not half empty, it's full. It's half water, half air. And if you look at life that way, you can get through a lot of things by just remembering how to be optimistic. And I've always been an optimist. Ever since I was a kid, I was optimistic. But that doesn't mean you don't get down sometimes.
And when you do get down and you have those down moments, it's the people around you that all ultimately lift you back up. And that takes a community, not just for the kids, but for all the adults as well. Terri, before we let you go, anything else that our community should know at this time about our local Optimist Club in West Bloomfield?
What I was impressed with the West Bloomfield, and many things I'm impressed with, but one thing I'm really impressed is the commitment of the fire people. And we meet at the fire station, and when we have an activity and we need things moved, and I can't tell you how much time and effort they put in to help us. So, and they are members of the Optimist Club. It's not that we're always bothering them to hurry up and help us out. They are actual members. They come to the meetings, and I don't know. I just figured they would be so busy they wouldn't have time to do something like this, but they make the time, and I'm really very impressed with the chief and his workers.
And we're impressed with them too, and the work of the other organizations too that are also involved in our Optimist Clubs, not only in West Bloomfield, but in neighboring Keego Harbor and throughout our local area. Terri, thank you so
Yeah.
much for your insight.
Oh, thank you for talking to me today. You made my day.